Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Saturday afternoon session where I'm coming back on to complete the free readings from this morning's session. I did not get to any of them, so coming back on to complete all those. I'm not taking any new requests for this session. That's why there's no chat. But I'll be back here in about 3.5 hours. Yeah, for my 6 p.m. Session, and then also tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, if you would like to request a reading then. What else? After I'm done, I will post a comment listing the order in which the reading was completed so you can find your reading much more quickly. I'm going to switch off and use this beautiful, huge Dream Raven Tarot. And so we're going to use those. And so let's get into it. Excuse me. So I have a little cough drop going on here, and some nice thunderstorms come in, nice rain, and so enjoying that weather. All right, so we starting off with the first free reading is Kritika Malhotra. Hello. So you want to know who is this new love we talked about yesterday in the reading with the Ace of Cups? Let's take a look and see what Spirit wants you to know about. All right, got 2 cards coming in here. Oh, 3 cards coming in here. All right. Well, the first card, you do have the Sun card here, which is Leo energy, fire sign energy. And I feel like they're giving you a little bit of a hint with that. Doesn't have to be a Leo, though. It can be a Sagittarius or an Aries. And we also have both the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So emotional stability and stability in the outside world too with the Four of Pentacles. So someone who, even though they're a fire sign, no, not dissing fire signs, but especially lower vibrational, are usually not like have the stability there. Fire, go. But higher vibrational fire signs, of course, they've learned to manage their fire instead of having it be like a forest fire. It's like a fire pit and it warms for a long period of time. And that's what I feel like with these, with the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. They've got this stability that comes with them here. I like that. The Four of Pentacles, too, is the feeling of home. So it could be someone from your hometown or somewhere that you feel is home. So I do feel like that is indicated with that as well. It is Ace of Pentacles on the bottom and the full card on the bottom too, which represent someone brand new, not anybody you know yet, as well. So they might be from your hometown area, but you'd never knew them, at least, to this extent. So a little bit of a tidbit. They're going to give you little breadcrumbs on the scavenger hunt of finding out who they are. And that's what they want you to know right now. So a little bit more information. All right. And then new love, you are up next. So many blessings, Kritika. And then new love, you want to know, will you have any contact with P as friends or love next month, or is it nothing? Let's take a look here. You've got the Two of Pentacles, which is choice and balance in the outside world, with the King of Pentacles. And honestly, I feel like this energy of that this is another choice, there's another option, there's someone else that's coming in here that's more grounded. Earth signy with it being Pentacles. And so I feel like it's someone with a solid foundation. So I don't feel like there's going to be contact with P as friends. Because love, I feel like you have a different option that comes in here. Someone who is more, solid, feels like more like an abundance and fullness of outside world for you. So I don't feel like things progress with P in your life. So it would be option C, where it's not going to come to fruition, but it's for you when you have this other option of this other individual, and I do feel earthy. So, so that can be a Taurus or Virgo or a Capricorn. Um, I'm leaning more towards Taurus, but could be any of the others. But I feel like it's something more in alignment for you with that, more fullness of the outside world. So that's what's coming in for you, new love. So many blessings to you. And then Minaheel, you want to know about negative traits of your future spouse. So everyone has challenges, right? It's like, okay, what's the worst that it could be? I just need to know. It's good to know up front, right? So you got the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is this fieriness, this I don't know if it's a negative trait so much as that because I feel like they're going to be like fire signy, they have a natural attraction where people are attracted to them. And so I feel like people will flirt with them. Not that they'll flirt back, but that people will flirt with them even in front of you. And you're going to be like, seriously, I'm right here. And I feel like that is like just a kind of a lower vibrational situation that brings up and triggers the fears within you, but it's for you. But again, I don't feel like they are, that they don't flirt back or whatever. It's just like, hey, you know, it's just my energy. People just do it and they've been used to it all their lives. So they're not influenced by it. But I feel like it does irritate you. And you got the chariot coming in here, which is Cancer sign energy. So emotional, but I feel like with the chariot card, really the first impression I got, because it's the power of choice card, is that there's this indecisiveness and that they tend to make decisions emotionally with that Cancer in there. So you're like, oh my gosh, what did you do? And like, oh, I saw this dog and I felt sorry for it. So I brought it home. Oh my gosh. But I feel like they make emotional decisions sometimes, and indecision. And when they make decisions, sometimes they'll make emotional ones, and you're just like, no, 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 no. So I like that. So that's not too bad. They're more irritating things than bad negative traits, right? But that's what's coming in Minihil right now. So many blessings to you. And then Swarupa Bobby, you want a love reading. Let's see here what the spirit wants you to know about love. All right. So you've got the Four of Wands, which is the marriage and celebration card. So we like that. You do have marriage in the cards, literally. Ten of Wands is this burdensome energy, though, about investing too much. I feel like they're just telling you that something that you can alter is putting too much energy into the perfect wedding and that it has to be this way and that you want it to do all this stuff when you can really dial it down, and instead of having 10 things that are happening, you can have like three things that do really well instead of too much. So they're like, dial it down, you'll be happier, you won't feel like burdensome for the wedding, and you'll be able to enjoy it more instead of trying to make sure everything's working out. They're like, just bring it down to, the simple things, and you'll enjoy it more. And I like that. So something you can look at between now and then is the idea of what a wedding is supposed to look like, and just dial it way back. Make it important things, not quantity. I mean, make it quantity, not wait, quality, not quantity. I had it right the first time. And they're like, no, don't correct this. We have it right. So just a couple quality things instead of a bunch of different things. So that's what I feel is coming in for you there, Swaroop. So something you can work on in between now and then. What do you want your wedding to look like? And do it from your heart, not from what everyone else will want. Okay. Right. So many blessings to you. And then Macaroni, you are up a general for next week. All right. Let's see, what else do we have here? Nope, none of those. All right, anything else? All right, there we go. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So Eight of Pentacles does talk about work. It does talk about movement, like from an apprentice to a master, you know, someone who's graduating. So it is about progression. It is about putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears, and that things do move forward here. And I like the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is letting go of all of these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. They're just like tired, sick and tired of trying to live up to all these rules and all everyone else's stuff. And it's this release. I have had enough. I am just going to be me and going to do what I want. And I like this. You know, it's this progression that happens because of you letting go of all these roles. And you know, we're all taught to try to please everybody all the time, and when you realize you can't, then you start making decisions about what you want and how you want to move forward. So the State of Pentacles does talk about that. Excuse me. You know, if it's choosing to work where you want to work, go to school with where you want to go, but it's about you and you growing. And there is some of this, you know, change that happens with it, with the wheels turning of the outside world, where you're progressing, you're moving, you're changing, but other people aren't. And it's going to come to a place where you have to decide, am I going to live who I am? And those that can't come with me, I have to leave behind. And it's okay. You know, they can go do the things they need to do. But it's like usually it's like a caterpillar going into cocoon becoming a butterfly. The other caterpillars in the scenario didn't go into the cocoons to become caterpillars. They're still butterflies. They're still caterpillars. And you emerge from the cocoon and you're like, here I am. And you're like, what happened? Why are you guys not butterflies? Oh, it was too much work. But you can't undo and unbecome a butterfly and become a caterpillar again. You got to go do butterfly things, and the caterpillar's got to go do caterpillar things. It's just you guys have changed. You've changed so much that whatever situations these were just don't fit you anymore, and you're ready to move on and move forward. And that's what I feel is happening with all this. Ten of Swords is endings and new beginnings. I feel like you're reaching that point where you know what you need to leave behind, and it's okay. It's okay to do that, you know. So that's what they have. All right, macaroni. That's what they have. So many blessings to you. So sorry. Excuse me. And then Jean, hello, hello. So you want to ask what is coming towards you in love from now through June, and then underlying energies. All right. Okay. All right. So the underlying energies, if I could do this, there we go. You got the Six of Cups coming in here. And then these other cards, you do have the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So your Eight of Wands is fast moving energy coming in here. A lot of messages, a lot of, I don't know, passionate energy that feels like it's coming in here. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is heightened communication, new communication that comes in. In the Three Pentacles, the importance about you being true to your authentic self and uh, not giving in. I just feel like there's this, whatever this communication is, and with that Six of Cups, I feel like it's someone from your past trying to come back into your life, but that's where this new communication comes in with this Page of Swords. This Eight of Wands is it's all about attraction, physical and energetic attraction. Whoa, 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 you know. And I feel like it's the spirit saying, with the Three of Pentacles, you know, be true to you. Don't, you know, be who you think someone else wants you to be out of, fear of punishment or fear of losing someone's support. And I just feel here with the Six of Cups on the bottom too, that's one of our past life energies too, that I just feel like that's one of the important things you wanted to experience in this time is just really standing up and realizing it's like respecting yourself and going, no, no, it's okay if that's all you want. you know, Thinking that it's going to lead to something else, or well, that's good for now, but I know love will come later. It's like, not with this person, not in this lifetime. Um, I feel like with that Six of Cups, you're going to have some other contact come in the future, and it's going to be something. It is going to be past life connections that are very deep, and they really stand out. And you won't. I mean, as they say, like they're going to have a rainbow shooting out of their butt because it's so obvious. Oh my god, and they feel that way too. You're like, look, I've got a rainbow shoot out of my butt too. We are a match. Um, but it's that kind of energy that you feel. This other just feels like it's all about infatuation. It's all about, you know, intimacy and passion and that attraction, not emotion, not respective intelligence and mental stimulation kind of energy that I feel coming here. I feel like that comes later with the Six of Cups, person who I don't feel like you know yet. I feel like you see me, you're like, you feel like you know him because you've known him many lifetimes, but I feel like so you have someone from the past coming back, someone from the past in this life with that, and you're just like, no, it just doesn't interest me anymore. Not just that, I don't want to be a booty call, I'm not going to just be benefits. I deserve more, and I feel like you stand up for that, and that's good because later down the line here, but I feel like by the end of the year, that you do have that, um, the true romance, the trueness of that energy. So that's what's coming in, Gene. Hopefully that resonates there for you. Many blessings to you. And then Sen, hello, hello. You wanted a love reading. Let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know about love? All right. So you've got the Magician card coming in here, and you have the Four of Swords. And what I like about this combination here regarding love is the peace of mind of the Four of Swords is about letting go of expectations. And it's like this mental stability and this peaceful energy that is around that. The Magician is whatever you focus your energy on, is what you grow and expand. And when we're in fear, which the Three of Swords is our fear of disappointment, our fear of heartbreak, blah, 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 lower vibrational fear energy, when we have those, we draw them to us because whatever we focus on, we're telling the universe, I would like more of that, please. Can you bring me more? Same thing as if we're focusing on what we're missing in our life, what we are wanting in our life but don't have. We're telling the universe, I enjoy wanting things, not getting, but wanting. I enjoy missing things, not getting the things that I'm missing, but I just enjoy the missingness. Well, we get more of that too, right? But that's what I love about this Four of Swords is that there's this like peace of mind. You're focusing your energy on gratitude. You're focusing your energy on what you do want in love, but it's not like focusing on the wanting over and over. It's like saying to the universe, I would like love, and you know that, and I'm grateful. Then we go into gratitude. I'm grateful for the loves that I've had in my life. Even write down the loves that you've had and what you loved about them. That's the gratitude of love. And then just gratitude towards Creator and Spirit that I trust that you're going to bring the perfect person in the perfect timing in the perfect way. So I like that. I like that kind of energy coming in here, and it's just letting the fears go and sometimes that's understanding what fears you have in relationship, what thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, what stories you have. around what love is supposed to be, should be, need to be, what you're supposed to be, who they're supposed to be, blah, 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 all these rules, right? Fear, what if it doesn't happen? Oh, means we're not lovable, blah, 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 whatever. Lies, it's all lies. But as you connect to the higher realms and you connect to that gratitude, then their whole outlook changes and what you draw in changes. Instead of doing what we've always done and getting what we've always gotten, lower vibrational, we're starting to release the lower vibrational, see things from a higher perspective, let go of emotions that don't serve us. And as you raise your low vibration, then you draw in other higher love, uh, unlike you've had before. So that's what I like about that combination, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right, I think that's it for that one. And next up, we've got Happy Pill. You are up next here, and you'd like a general reading. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit feel you need to know right now? All right. You definitely have some new direction that's coming your way here. But first, the High Priestess makes themselves known because she's the bringer of the unknown, the revealer of the unknown. She steps back from the chaos of the world, really looks into you know, the deep emotions, goes behind the veil, connects with spirit, really takes some deep breaths and gets a different perspective, a clearer perspective of what's happening. And this is where you have the Full card and the Page of Pentacles, which both represent like new beginnings, new adventures, new opportunities that come in. They almost look the same there. So there is this, change that comes in here, this awareness. And the Full card is about letting go of old cycles, letting go of the old ways of things, seeing things differently, something with more open possibilities instead of has to be this way. It's like it could be any way, and I'm going to step forward and let's see where this goes. And I like this for you. It feels like it's a different type of approach. Maybe normally you like to have things very much figured out, where this is like a new opportunity comes and you're just like, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm stepping toward it, and I'm going to figure it out as I go. I feel like you can have confidence in your ability to you know, transform whatever unfolds, but it's you just stepping forward without having to have control and without having to have everything structured. It's like a free flowing type of energy, right? I know. I have a Capricorn rising. I like structure. I like seeing the world through structure, and so it's been a journey in my life to be able just to go with the flow at times. So enjoy this one. All right. That's what they have for you, Happy Pill. So many blessings to you. And then Julie, whatever comes out as guidance and cards. All right, let's take a look here and see. What they have here for you. All right. So you got, sorry, I'm just crunching up my cough drop there. All right. So you've got the Two of Pentacles, which is these two choices that you have coming in here. And they're major arcana. So two significant changes. You've got either the death and the rebirth or the emperor. And it's up to you. There's no wrong choice with these. Like the death and the rebirth, with whatever's coming up here, whatever you're seeking guidance on is, you know, if you don't want to put energy in something, don't. Let it go. Let it just end, and there'll be a rebirth. The phoenix will, you know, burn up, and out of the ashes there'll be new birth and there'll be new opportunities. The emperor is, or you can take a fresh look at whatever this situation is and get it out of your head around everyone else's supposed to, shoulds, need tos. This is the emperor with all their advisors, with all these advisors yapping in their ear, and they're like, Thank you. Everyone can step out. Now I'm going to decide what I want. I'm going to put a plan together. I'm going to put action in it. One is like a reboot. It's just like, you know what? Um, that shack is going to take too much work. Just let it burn down and we'll build a new one. The other is, no, you know what? It's got a good structure. I like it. It's worth it putting it in, and I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to do it, and what I'm going to do. There's neither right, neither wrong with either one. There's just different experiences. And I feel like they're just saying it's okay to go with what you're wanting in that situation, that either way, you're going to be fine. Um, you're going to come out on the other end in the direction that you're wanting to go. In either case, one's just going to take a lot more work, which is the emperor, which, all right, I'm going to put it down. I'm investing all my energy. We're going to get it done. And it's empowering. You learn something through that, but also learning to let go is also an important lesson. So, persevering is something we learn through. Letting go is something also we learn through. Follow your heart with what you're wanting to do. You already know it. If you don't, if you think you don't, get they're showing me, get a coin, say heads, emperor, tails, death, and rebirth. Flip the coin, and when you see what it is, if you are like, all right, there we go, then go with that. If you're like, oh, I want to do best 2 out of 3, then you know that the other one is what you want. So do that. So once you get the result, it's like, "Oh, I wanted it to be this," then do that. You don't have to let a coin decide. The coin just brings you clarity around what you are truly wanting. So that's what comes in for you, Julie. So enjoy that. Many blessings. And then Day Sturgis, you wanted a general reading. Let's take a look here and see what they want to hear for you to know right now. That one and that one. All right. So you do have this new passion, this new spark that's coming in here with the Page of Wands, and it is bringing a new opportunity that's coming forward. So I feel like this is all telling you that you do have this decision to make, and it's like, well, should I go for that or not? And this is saying yes, that you have the energy. It's a new opportunity. It's going to really, bring out um, your confidence. It's really going to bring out your abilities to get things and to make things happen. So this new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Wands is saying, yep, you got a heightened, upgraded sense of energy that you'll be able to accomplish that and do well at it. So it's a yes for you for that situation that's coming up. All right. So that's what they have for you, Day Sturgis. Easy breezy, short and easy. And then Crystal Day, you are up. You'd also like a general reading. A general. General. Don't get specific at all. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here. Yeah. It is time here with the Queen of Pentacles for you to do the Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and nurture yourself. You have the Five of Swords, which does show that there is some internal conflict between your head and your heart. And I just feel like it's important for you to take this time alone, away from people, away from things, away from responsibilities. If you can get away, you know, for a vacation or a day trip or just for a long walk, whatever it is, to get away from everything so you can just sit in nature if possible with yourself and go, all right, so heart, what are you wanting? Let's write that down. All right, brain, what are you wanting? Let's write that down. And then you look at what's going on, and as you're the witnesser and the decision maker, you can look at both sides. You're going to be a mediator between your head and your heart. But it's important for you to take a step back. And that's, again, if you can get out into nature, it really helps bring clarity around things. Otherwise, you're going to be distracted. Distract is going to take you a lot longer to kind of figure out what it is you truly want to do, and why not. And so I like that for you. Right. So that's what they've got for you, Crystal Day. So many blessings to you. And then Daisy, you are up. So, what would happen if you asked Aditya to hang out with you? All right. Murder. I'm just kidding. Yep, you'd actually the 9 of cups, which is dreams come true, and the Ace of Swords is like clarity around what your dream come true would be. I just feel like there's this transformation that would happen with that. It's almost like never meet your celebrities, your celebrity crushes, or never really meet the people, really get to know them because they're like, oh, it's like when you're someone really, out of the corner of your eye, you're driving and you see someone really hot, drive by and you're like, oh my gosh, and there's a red light and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna be right next to them. And you ease up there and you just kind of and you look over and you're like, oh, they're not, the vision that you had isn't match the reality that comes in there. And I feel like if you asked him to hang out, that you would lose that sense of attraction that you had before. It's just not there anymore. And you'd be like, oh, okay. So it could, either way, if you don't, that's, you maintain this, you know, fantasy. But if you meet them, then you're like, oh, fantasy gone. So that's what's coming in for you, Daisy. All right. So many blessings to you. Right. And then Infinity, your free question. Thanks for your donations earlier. Um, Spirit guidance for career this week. So let's take a look here. So we get 2 sets here. It's like your head and your heart are battling here. Yeah. So it's like your head has this emperor energy and this page of pentacles. Your head wants to, okay, we got to go do this. There's these things that it's wanting to create, that it's wanting to move forward, and I want to organize it. I want to head off, and I need this new opportunity. It's like your brain is like, we don't have enough, we need more, we need more, we need more, because they have such high expectations inside of it, right? Whereas your heart around career is saying, something that to look at here is like, where am I investing my energy in, and when will enough be enough? And with the 6 of Pentacles, I might have mentioned it before, but we've got the take 10 with Zen. If you go to the my main page at the very top, you might have to like scroll a little bit, but there's a take 10 with Zen playlist. Episode 5 is about the 6 of Pentacles, and it's about this out of balance giving and receiving, where we feel we have to do so much to gain so little back. And when we have that type of situation, there is this block of energy. And I just feel like episodes 4 and 5, 4 has to do with energy, like with this 8 of Wands, and then the episode 5 is the 6 of Pentacles kind of energy, and it gives you some tools on how we can, get some clarity around where we want to invest our energy, but also this out of balance giving and receiving, where you feel you have to do so much to get so little, and it keeps opportunities, keeps things away. That's going on here. So I feel like this next week with career, just kind of like you're faced with, I'm wanting more, but why do I want more? And what do I really want? And I feel like it's an important time for you just to really evaluate the difference between what your heart wants, which makes it want to sing and dance, and what makes your mind go, all right, we're check marking off the things that we need in order for us to feel worthy and acceptable and successful, which are all made up things. The heart, that's where on the bottom of the deck you had the 5, you still have the 5 of Swords here, I didn't move it, which is the battling between the head and the heart. The heart wants what it wants, the head wants what it wants. The head will have you survive and exist, and your heart will allow you to live life. And so I feel like you might be looking at, what do you want to do? What would make your heart sing and dance? I feel like is a big piece of that communion. All right, so that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And sorry, just real quick here. All right. So I did get a donation come through. So I know in this session I'm not, but Michelle, if you can either send me an email to my breadazen@gmail.com, or you can come back at my 6 o'clock session, and I will make sure, of course, to note that you've made a donation. So prioritize your readings. So sorry, that just came through. I just want to make sure that we get you taken care of there. All right. So Grace 1111, you are up. So you wanted a general reading. So let's take a look here and see. The spirit. All right. Uno, dos, tres. Oh, and four. So 2 and 2 for you too. So, all right. So you got 2 and 3. You got this progression of the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. And what are these two? You got the King of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles too. So, you've got this kind of love that's headed your way here, or if you have love in your life right now, this 2 of Cups is about important relationships, and the 3 of Cups is about also finding your community and finding like best friend or best friends. And this King of Swords is someone who's very air signy, in their head a lot, which can also be Virgos and Capricorns. And the 4 of Pentacles is this home type of feel that comes in here. So this combination of all this, I just kind of feel like you're looking for this feeling of homeness, like where you just feel safe at home, where home is where the heart is, right? And there is this, you know, progression. Like I feel like you're meeting someone, an important relationship, and maybe it can be romantic or not, depends on what you're wanting. But this 3 of Cups is this tribe where it's at least 1, maybe 2 best friends who will be with you like you're in your entire life here. And I just feel like there's this, um, I don't know, this evolution of home, and it feels like you've been very patient. It feels like it's been, um, not lonely, but you have felt alone, but I don't feel like it's taken you to that point of like, "I feel so lonely," it's just like you're like and here, the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, I feel like you've been doing a lot of mother nature, mother nurture, nurturing yourself, and so it almost feels purposeful that you've been, you know, becoming at home with yourself, and now you're ready for a relationship, for best friends. You're ready to put yourself out there and have not like a huge group of people, like blah, right? But like, a small group, and you're like, I'm ready for that. I'm ready to have like a small tribe, a pack, you know, and that just a couple people to do things with. And if it's romance you're looking for, that, there's a separate romance that's available there too. And I just feel like your heart is ready, and you're okay with that. And it's like spirit's going, yeah, your energy is changing. You are drawing some individuals to you that are unlike you've been around before because you've changed. This self nurturing and the self work you've done is allowing you to draw in a different tribe, a different pack, not snarling, backbiting. It's really supportive. It's like a instead of a pack of wolves, it's a little pack of otters. That's funny. Otters are so cute and so loving, right? All right, but that's what's coming in, Grace. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Links Lee, you are up. Anything you need to know. All right. All right. And this one right here. Okay. All right. So yours is kind of an interesting little twist here because you got the Four of Swords, which is peace of mind, quietness of mind, being still, getting quiet, getting turning down the fear noise, turning up your vibration to that of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter and gratitude. Because this Eight of Wands represents a lot of communication from spirit. And I feel like they're saying that this is a time of your life where the veil is very thin for you to hear from the other side, to hear from your posse and support team, and that it's important for you to raise that vibration to the frequency at which they speak and at which they communicate, because then that's when you'll get clear messages. And they're saying that they have been, but they're real have been communicating with you here and there, per normal, but it's going to be an enhanced super communication. I would say over the next almost 4 weeks, it's like going to be a ton of synchronicities and messages in the outside world, things just dropping into your mind, emotional messages coming through, energetic messages. You're just going to be getting a lot of communication and guidance. And the more you ask for it specifically, the more that they'll bring too, because they don't meddle outside of your free will and power of choice. This period of time is something that your higher self said at this point in your life. I need a lot of communication during this time, but you still, of your own free will, can still ask for their guidance and more, and then they'll bring you even more because you're asking of your own free will from down here. So hopefully that helps, Links Lee. Just a lot of clarity, a lot of transformation, a lot of answers need to come during these next 3 to 4 weeks, and they're going to be communicating all over the place. And don't be afraid to ask for clarity, answers, signs as well. Right? So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Soul Searching Vibe, you are up next here. And you want guidance from your ancestors. All right, let's take a look here. What do your ancestors want you to know? All right. So you do have a new opportunity here, Ace of Pentacles, brand new opportunity of meeting someone here. And it's an important relationship, this Two of Cups, that comes in here. And it's kind of like this dual message that's happening here, because you've got part of this Two of Cups is your relationship with yourself. Sorry, this chair is creaking. Maybe if I adjust there. It's like sound like we're on a pirate ship. Creak, creak, creak. They've got this getting to know your higher self in a more enhanced and higher way too brings in new opportunities into the outside world. And I feel like that's a big piece of where things start. But then you also, with the Two of Cups, have all these new opportunities that open up if you're looking for romance. It'll be very heightened possibilities for that. Meeting like a new best friend, reacquainting with an old family member who you've been kind of not in contact with. It's like all these different relationships are going to be highlighted for you here in the next 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. Just a lot of these opportunities that come in, and your ancestors just want you to know that this time And it starts though with your inward and upward to find this best friend that you have, this love of your life here. And once you fill up here, everything just falls into place and gets activated in the outside world. But it starts with your inward upward connection to your higher self and to your spiritual posse and creator. It's all inward and upward unconditional love that you find that does just change things. It just activates things in the outside world. So you start looking here, and then love arrives in all sorts of different ways in the outside world for you. So I like it. And that's what they have for you, Soul Searching Vibe. So many blessings to you. And then Smooth Life, any lessons for you in your current situation? All right, let's take a look here. Obviously, there usually is, right? Otherwise, we're just being tortured. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, you definitely have here this you know, the Two of Swords is the middle card. You got three cards. What's the Two of Swords is close your eyes and open your heart. And this is like there's this choice between your head and your heart. And your your head right now with the Page of Swords is about new ideas, seeing things from a higher perspective. And I feel like there's a new story that's unfolding that they want to let you to see things from a different perspective. The heart just feels blocked right now with this Nine of Wands. And the nine is the hermit's journey. The wands is like stepping in and finding your energy, your focus, your drive, your ambition, you know, your uh, authority, your manifestation, that you are the one that whatever you focus on, you draw towards you. And I feel like that this Two of Swords is like decision making, but at the same time, it's also like your mind has put a pause on your heart until it can change some mindsets that then change what the focus of the heart is so that you end up drawing in what you're wanting instead of the old way of thinking of what you thought you wanted, because you're drawing in lower vibrational experiences, and that's not what you want. You want higher vibrational experiences. And normally the messages we get a lot is the heart is like, I know what I want. And the mind's like, no, 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 no. And it's keeping the heart in a cage. But in this case, the mind knows. It's like, no, I know. I'm the one that sent you off in these directions and you got hurt, heart. So I'm changing what I'm focusing on my story so that I can keep you from being hurt. But I'm going to let you out, but don't, just pause for a moment. And I like that. So I feel like what you're learning in this situation is that, sometimes the mind does know what it's doing, right? And even though the heart is like, no, I know all. And it's like, well, sometimes when I let you out, you go do stupid things. And it's like, okay, I get it. And it's like, well, let's work on this together. And I feel like what you're learning is this mesh, this relationship between your head and your heart, and realizing that making decisions strictly from the heart tend not to turn out so well. Making decisions strictly from the mind, the heart is unhappy and life is boring. But when you allow both of them to have a seat at the table, then that's when progress happens and when you can feel the fullness of life through the heart while also not ending up in a ditch, because the mind and the brain will keep us on the road instead of going off road and crashing. So hopefully that helps. Smooth life. It's a very interesting message. But that's what's coming in. Hopefully that resonates there for you. All right. And then Pinky, you are up next. So Leo's intentions towards you. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, it looks like they're looking at taking their good old time. Let's see what's their ultimate, what they're looking for here. Yeah. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, which is the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, and there's, like, this long, long process for it to get there, right? The seedling, you plant the seedling comes out, it grows through all the dirt, it makes it above the dirt, it grows, and it grows, and it grows, and then it grows, and it gets bigger and bigger, and then there's a trunk, and then it grows the branches, and then it gets big enough where it has leaves, and then it has blossoms, and then fruit. There's a long time to get there. I don't feel like they know what their intentions are, you know? I just know they wanna take time because the devil card is, like, the shaking and the rattling and trying to gain clarity, trying to figure out, "What is it that I want? What is it that has made me feel trapped, and what do I want? Do I want that or don't I? I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I don't, blah, blah, blah." There's a lot of double-mindedness that's coming in with this here. So it's like, can even see it's like in this one, they've in their eye, they've got a red pentacle, but in their mouth, they've got a yellow. It's like, well, do you want the yellow or do you want the red? And I'm like, I don't know. I thought I wanted that, but now that I taste that, I don't know if that's what I want. I don't know, and this is the indecision that's bouncing around inside of them. So I feel like they don't even know what they want. They're trying to figure it out, and I feel like that's why they're taking forever because they don't know what they want. And so they don't know what to ask for or what to head toward or what to do. They just kind of feel aimless right now. So that's the energy coming in there for you, Pinky. Yay. All right. So that's what they have. Many blessings to you, and then angel blessings the rest of the month of May for you. What do they want you to know here? Oh, right. Okay. Boom, boom. Yep. So, you've got here some evaluation. You're really flowing here and understanding some of your gaining clarity around what beliefs and thoughts that you've had that have made you feel blinded and bound and trapped and a little bit lost and aimless. And this emperor coming in here, especially with a sword, that they're really looking here, going, you know what? Seeing things from a different perspective and seeing things from a place of capital T truth rooted in unconditional love, realizing some of the stuff. And then the Eight of Swords is a good number. It's a good card because it's flowing. You're letting go of old ways of thinking, and there's freedom that comes with this because you're realizing the blinds that you had on. I'm like, and that you're being bound. I can lean up against one of these swords and cut this rope loose, and now I can take off this blinder, and I can just walk out of here. There's this freedom that comes with all this. And the emperor deciding, instead of me being bound and rolled by these thoughts like a puppet on a string, I'm cutting the strings and I'm going to go do what I want to do. I thank you everyone for your opinions, but the opinion that matters the most is mine, my own. And I feel like that's what's coming in here these 2 weeks is you're getting a lot of clarity around what it is that you want to do and what you're trying to break free from, some old ways of thinking. So that's what I feel is being highlighted here for the next 2 weeks. Right? So many blessings to you. And then a new three, you wanted a love reading. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wish you know about love. All right, yeah, Two of Swords. We've been getting a lot of this coming up here. It's like you got these two choices coming in here. Yeah, you've got the Three of Cups on one side and the Knight of Cups on another. Three of Cups is like a third party situation. And I don't know, it almost feels like you're torn between allowing someone back or someone that feels like a third party or that would have third party, allowing and trying to reignite, reconcile maybe with them or desiring to be with them. It just feels like there's this like, well, but I love them, and maybe if I forgive them, they'll never do it again, and blah 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 blah, and whatever, right? But on the other hand, the other path is a Knight of Cups, which is a new love, that comes in. And I feel like it's someone like you that um, we always deserve to be like with someone with like ourselves, whether good, bad, or ugly. But in this case, I feel like it's someone that would be giving emotionally and dedicated and has had, you know, been cheated on and stuff before where they wouldn't dream of doing it to someone else because they know how ugly it felt when it happened to them. And I just feel like you're on this decision making between two different individuals. And it's like, well, this other one I kind of have history with. And well, what if? And it's like, well, when we step out of the love is blind stage with them, we're like, you know what? They're never going to change because they haven't done that inner work. They're just going to continue to do what they've always done before. And it's like, you know, whatever. And I feel like there's this mysterious Knight of Cups down the road. And it's like sometimes we won't leave a poor situation because we don't think that we're going to have better, but they're telling you you will. So you can trust us. You will have better. You will have something more compatible with you than this, even though you're attached to this. And that's what I feel like they have for you. So, all right. So hopefully that resonates and makes sense. That's what they have. So many blessings to you. And then Cutie, you are up. All right. Well, cards came flying out already. And then that one right there. And you want divine guidance. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, it's time to switch things up because you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which with the World card, when these are paired together, the World card being the last card in the Major Arcana, which is leaving behind old cycles, beginning of new adventures. The Seven of Pentacles is like there's fruit growing on the tree that you planted, and you look at it and go, oh, kumquats. Why did I want to have a kumquat tree if they come on trees? And it's like, I don't know. Someone must have encouraged me to do it because I did that. That's not what I want anymore. I'm ready for a switch. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something completely different and even free and by the seat of my pants. It doesn't have to be organized in this big grand adventure. I just feel like there's this, you know, allow those things, make a change. It's okay, even if like you've been like, well, I've been going to school for this subject for forever and I'm just a couple semesters away from graduating, but I don't want to do that. Well, look at what you would want to do and see what carries over and what changes over to that part of your life, and you're like, okay, I'm going to do that. Why graduate and get a degree in something? And this is like just a scenario in something that you don't want, and when you can stop now and not waste any more time, growing something that you don't want to grow anymore. You're just like, yeah, I'm just going to stop and readjust. And I feel like that's the guidance they have for you is you're realizing you already know what you don't want anymore. It's just admitting it, and it's okay. Every human changes their minds about tons of stuff. Sometimes we'll stay in things longer than is healthy for us too because of fear of what people will think and being embarrassed, right? But don't make the change. All right, so that's what they have for you, Cutie. So many blessings. And then Goldie, you wanted an angel message. Let's see here. What do the angels want you to know? All right. You got these choices coming in here too. And 10 of Wands in the middle is about really taking a look at where you're investing your energy, right? And so you've got this Eight of Cups over here, which is about leaving behind the emotions that no longer serve you, right? So this is relationships, so people that you invest a lot of energy in that hardly give you anything back, like where you're putting 70, 80, 90% and they're only putting 10, 20, maybe 30%, and you're like, it's always that way. Whereas, relationships are give and take, and there's sometimes we can give more, and sometimes they can give more, and sometimes we need more, and sometimes they need more. That's all right. But when it's like always, that we're overcompensating, then it's like, all right, I'm keeping this relationship alive, not them. And do I want to keep it alive? And this is where this Eight of Cups and Ten of Wands is cutting some relationships, and even allowing some of the emotions that you've been pushing down below, allowing them to come up and feel them and transform them. So you get all this energy back, because it's important, all of this energy. And because then you have the Hanged Man, there's this transformation. And part of what's happening here is things are not moving forward fast because this happens first, and this energy that's being invested in lower vibrational things, once it's fed to higher vibrational things, because you have all that energy that's coming back to you, things move forward, things progress forward, you're set free. It's like putting an egg in an incubator. It hatches sooner than a cold freezing egg, right? Or so I hear. But there is this great energy that's coming in here for you, about it's okay to reevaluate where you're investing your energy, your emotional energy, letting some relationships go. It helps you build up your emotional reservoir, transforming some lower vibrational things that are below the surface, allows you to bring that energy back to the surface, that allows you this movement forward, with the hanged man. This transformation happens, and you get to hatch from the egg sooner, than before, and it's just rerouting emotional and other type of energy in your life too. But it's really having this evaluation of, what are you doing with all your energy, and why? And is that what you want to continue to do? And if so, why? Right? And if no, and if like, no, I don't want to do that, where do you want to invest your energy? What is it that you truly want to grow in your life? Is it a dinosaur egg, or crocodile egg, or a little chickadee? What kind of egg do you want to grow and incubate? I feel like it's an important time for you to kind of look into that. Right? So that's what they have for you, Goldie. So many blessings to you. Right? Hang in there, everybody. We're getting there. We've got, let's see here. Got these four. Let me just see here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we've got 10 more to go. So hang in there, everybody. We are getting there. All right. And then Great Courts, you are up, and you'd like to know something about your destiny. Right. Or if you ever watched Back to the Future, was it Back to the Future? It's one of those. You are my density instead of destiny. That was his dad. All right. So, something about your destiny. So, you've got this Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is movement of thought and belief and mindset, letting go some old fears and moving into something more higher thinking. And this has to do with the Five of Pentacles, which is, these energies of feeling abandoned, left behind, left out in the cold, lack, right? And um, part of this destiny is realizing, you know, that it's not humans that bring you what you need in each moment, is creator. And I'm getting this impression with the Six of Swords about that your destiny is over water. It's like you travel over water to get to somewhere as part of your destiny, either moving somewhere and you're moving over water to get there, excuse me, or you're going on vacation or going somewhere for work or for life purpose, and you have to go over water for it. But I just feel like that's what came in here, is this movement across water, is such an important piece of your destiny. And this 5 of Pentacles is what holds us back, going, well, I could never do that, you know? And I'm reminded of Sonia Choquette. Actually, I have some of her decks of cards, and I follow her on YouTube as well. Uh, I think when she had a divorce, I think it was a divorce, and her life, she just felt like it was like all just falling down around her. And her daughter goes, "Let's move to France, or let's move to Paris or France." And she was like, and she knew her daughter was really connected. And so she was like, "All right, let's do it. Let's sell the house. Let's do everything. Let's go. Let's do what we need to do." And that's where she lives. And she was like, "I never thought." She goes, I was like, "All right, let's do it." And I feel like that's what's coming in here, is that you're not that you're moving to Paris unless that's like your dream, but I feel like there is this, what's holding you back from going to where you're wanting to go. Because we don't have a whole lot of destined things, like fated things, I guess is a good thing, is a good way to put it. We have generalities and we have possibilities. We have our birth, which is a set date time for all the astrology and everything that comes with it. It's like, when that's the menu, I'll take a number one, and then so much of everything else in our life besides, we'll have some fated events, fated individuals, but a lot of it is all about possibilities. And I feel like part of your destiny is that you were like, I need to be here, and it's a fated move. And it's part of what introduces so much for you there. So, if you've been thinking, well, I want to live there, and it's over, you have to travel over water to get it, start making plans, start feeling how you need to do that. Because I just feel like, what are we waiting for to live our lives, right? A lot of what holds us back is when we feel like, oh, I don't want to do the wrong thing. There's no wrong. There's just different experiences. Fated things will never pass us by. Our destiny, if there's something that we signed up and said, this is definitely something, there's not a whole lot that is that way. We sometimes, as humans, feel like there is, but um, it's more of an adventure. It's more of experience than it is check, 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 check. It's more of like an improv: character, location, subject, go, and we interpret it. Now, well, it's not like a scripted movie where you have to hit all the lines exactly correct. No, it's a fly by the seat of our pants kind of era, if that makes sense. So hopefully that helps a little bit there, Great Courts. That's what they have for you. So many blessings. And then Sudipta, you want to know, you're desperately looking for a new job. Will you get a new job soon? All right. Well, let's take a look here. Desperation energy pushes things further away from us, right? So something to be aware of when we're like, oh, I want it so bad. It's like, well, when let's start, if you focus your energy on gratitude instead of wanting, then that changes the energy. If I'm like, I want it, I'm desperate for it, our energy says, I love being desperate for it. Can I be more desperate for it? I enjoy missing it. I enjoy wanting it, but not getting it. These are the energies that come with that, right? But there is clarity. I mean, you've got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is balancing of the head and the heart. The Knight of Swords is movement of thought and belief and mindset. And so when you change the mindset, you change your attitude toward it, then you do have the ability of this movement of communication and it coming in. But it's all about, you know, not being desperate for it, but asking, going, Creator, I would really love a new job, and I'm okay with whatever outcome comes. I know I can trust you that you're going to bring me the perfect life in the perfect way in the perfect timing. And then we release it to that and we do what we can on our end, but we stop the wanting, we stop the desperation, we stop that fear that's attached to all that, and instead we switcheroo the energy, and that's what allows things to come instead of us literally pushing things away out of our desperation for it, right? So it's powerful when we realize that. It's like, oh, no wonder it's been running away from me because I've been going, gimme, 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 gimme. And it's like, yeah, 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 instead of thank you, thank you, thank you. And then it's put into our hands. So I like that. So hopefully that helps, Sudipta. Many blessings to you. All right. And then Jashan, you wanted a general for next week. Let's take a look here. All right. What does Spirit want you to know about next week? All right. Well, next week we do have a full moon in Sagittarius. And the Queen of Swords, who does balance head and heart, also, you could do a release ceremony and letting things go. And I feel like the Queen of Swords, this balancing, this use of this release energy. I do have a pick a card coming out on Wednesday, and the full moon is on Thursday. So Wednesday, it'll talk about the release energy, how you can make the most of the release energy of that Sagittarius full moon. And I feel like it's such an important piece because it's even like they have a tear shedding from their eye here and it's floating down the river. It's this release that comes in here that opens up things for your life. So it's really important to be aware of this Sagittarius full moon energy that's coming in. So definitely um, use all 10 release wishes for that because it allows you to plant new things when the new moon comes around as well a couple weeks after that. All right, so that's what they have for you, Deshaun. So many blessings to you. And then Sean G. All right, hello, hello. We want to know what God needs you to hear. So what does the creator want you to know right now? All right, you got these two coming in here. Yeah. Three of Pentacles, you are perfect. Be true to your authentic self. Don't try to be someone that you're not because of that you're thinking that this other person will like you more, that is what's meant to be. If you could be that for them, then everything will be fine. And but it's about being true to you, not to being afraid of rejection, not being afraid of losing support. Because you have the Knight of Cups, you're on a pursuit of higher love. The knight is on a quest for that chalice, the Holy Grail, right? The quest of all time. But this is about searching for love, for higher love, and that um, will look for love in the outside world and not feel that fullness and that wholeness because it's empty. It doesn't fill us up for very long, if at all. And we eventually turn inward and upward to find the eternal unconditional love from above that allows us to fill up and overflow. And I feel like that's an important part of your adventure and your journey because, you know, once you are full from the inside out, you can be true to your authentic self because you're not afraid to lose love. You're not afraid to let people down because you realize they can't give me what I'm looking for anyway. So it's okay. I'll give it to myself and then I fill up and I overflow it to the world. And I feel like it's that's what they're wanting you to know is that the love you've been looking for all along rests right here in your own heart, inward and upward. When you do that, you're able to fill up and allow that love to overflow out to the world, which then sparks other people to see that unconditional love that exists within them too. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you right now, Shanji. So many blessings to you. All right. And then G, you are up. You want to know, is Sonia interested in you? Let's take a look here. All right. All right. What do we have here? What do we have here? All right. I feel like they're not they're not interested in a particular person. Here with this 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, marriage, they're looking for marriage with the 4 of Wands. They're looking for external security in the outside world with the 4 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is they've been, their goal is to be married and be financially secure. And I don't necessarily feel like they care about who it is. It's like they're looking for security. They're looking for that, to be in their life, not necessarily that you know, there's different um, drives that drive humans, right? Sometimes it's like in that case where it's, I want to find security. I want to feel safe and secure and loved. You'll do. Right? Or you can apply for the position versus you're going through life and you meet somebody, you're like, wow, you're wonderful. And you get to know them, you're like, wow, I love spending time with you. I would want to spend more time with you. Great. Hey, I love spending so much time with you. Um, maybe we should move in together or maybe we should get married because I'd love to be with you the rest of my life. And then that happens, right? So they see the difference in the energies. One is like sparked by a specific individual. The other is sparked by an event or circumstances. That's where I feel Sonia is at in her life right now, is they're looking for circumstances. Anyone, almost not anyone, but there a wide variety of people can fit into that role, whereas the other one is the circumstances are created because of the one person, right? Which is what we would prefer, right? But that's where she's at in the other one right now. So interested in you, but what is she interested in you for? Security and marriage. But um, you know, they're also, if you said no, she would have other candidates available as well, if that makes sense. All right. So hang in there. I know. All right. She just has some inner work to work on, and then she'll be free. And then she will choose out of love instead of out of safety and security. All right. All right. So many blessings. And Magana, you're up. Anything significant happening for you in the month of June? All right. Let's take a look here. Anything significant? Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's something. You got the Ace of Swords, new communication, new ways of thinking, heightened ways of thinking that bring the 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment and overflowingness, joy, celebration. Just feels like your heart is full and overflowing. So you do have this Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Cups. And the World card too, but the Six of Cups is one of my past life connection type of cards that comes in here. And it feels like it's, you know, um, a change of mindset that just releases, like from prison. It just releases your I don't know, just your heart, your mind, your brain, your life. It just feels like there's something that is the key that just triggers and something sparks, and you get this aha that you knew it up here, but it falls into your heart and it just frees you and it just rolls out into every area of your life. And you're just like, I can breathe. And I like this release from whatever this fear is that's been. I just feel like it's a singular fear almost that has been plaguing you for a long time, and I just feel like you come to terms with it, or you have new awareness of it. You see it from a different perspective, and there's a release that happens, and it's just like the weight of the world of the it's off your shoulders. You just like, okay, here we go. So I like it. June seems like a good month, Magana. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Right. And then Mika Khan, you are up. Will they call you on Sunday or Monday? So let's see here. Will they call on Sunday? Sunday, and or will they call you on Monday? All right. No, we have Sunday is Seven of Pentacles. Last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. That feels like waiting and waiting and waiting. So I don't feel like Sunday. Monday, you got the Nine of Swords, which is nightmare and insomnia. So I don't feel like that is there. You have the Five of Pentacles, which, is this feeling of being left behind out in the cold and disappointed, these feelings of lack. But you have the Three of Wands on the bottom too, which is about a change of direction that you take based on new information. So I feel like that they don't on Sunday or Monday, but you make other plans. You are like, all right, fine, this is what I'm going to do then. And I feel like you're um, choosing some different actions based on the lack of hearing back from whoever this is. But I feel like you are initiating some changes. So hopefully that helps. That's what's coming in for you. Right. And then Earth Angel Red, should you keep the baby? Of course. I am not a licensed medical professional, um, counselor, anything. Tarot is designed for entertainment purposes only. If you check out the disclaimer in the video, when questions like this are asked, or people asking about stocks or health and things like that, in the United States, we just have to be clear that tarot is designed for entertainment. You ultimately have to make your own decisions. We'll pull cards, but then it's up to you to decide what you do with all that, you know, um, information. Okay. So, and there's no shoulds on the other side either. There's coulds. And so what we'll do is we're going to have one card is if you keep the baby, and the other one is if you don't. And then you get to choose which energy is more for you, right? So you do have, the Two of Pentacles. If you keep the baby, maybe you're going to have twins, or there's balance and multiple opportunities. And the Page of Pentacles, if you don't, you also have new opportunities. So they're showing here that either way, it doesn't impact your outside world. Uh, but you do have here beneath the surface the Lover's card, which is important relationship, and the Six of Cups, past lifetimes too. Um, with this energy on the bottom, I feel like this is the spirit of the baby, and that they're saying, you have this unconditionally loving relationship, and we've been, mother, father, children, whatever, in multiple lifetimes. We've had different experiences, and that this is happening on purpose for a purpose here. And so I feel like they're saying, that this was designed, this was destined with those energies there, and that they're encouraging you. Yeah, even the Eight of Pentacles in the middle of the deck, putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears are those babies. Oh, it's building the nest, preparing for uh, what comes next, right? And so I like that for you. So this feels like either way, it wouldn't impact your life in the outside world in a significant way. You're still going to be able to balance and have everything that you were wanting to kind of go for and accomplish in the outside world. But there's this past lifetime and this fatedness that they chose you to be their parent, and before you came down here, you also chose them for these experiences. So I feel like that is they're nudging you to keep the baby, and to take it moment by moment and see where you take it with your heart. But I do feel like it's definitely connected to past lifetimes together too. So that is what's coming in. for you right now. Earth Angel Red. So hang in there. And then Salmya Rao, you are up. So will you be successful in the technical job? Is the field good for you? All right, let's take a look here. All right. All right. Well, you have the Ace of Wands, which the Ace of Wands it would be like a yes, successful, a lot of energy, a lot of movement that comes in for you there. Um, is the field good for you? You know, the technical job field. You have the Justice card, which is the balancing of things, and it's good as far as that your brain, you're intelligent, you can do well at it. Your brain would like it would check off a lot of the supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and musts. But there's something in here, with the justice, it's the scales. They're out of balance in the beginning where we have a lot of fear beliefs loaded on one side of it. And and that's living according to our fears, according to the supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and musts that we get from the outside world. Expectations, right? "Oh, okay, I'm doing what's expected." But the heart wants to live and do more. And I feel like, yeah, the field would be good for you, but there is something that would make your heart sing and make your heart feel more full. And I feel like that's not technical. um, but you get to choose. And if you're wanting to dig more into it, then that's what you can do. Look at your life purpose and check into that type of research to find out what would make my heart sing. When's the last 5 times that my heart felt full and overflowing and felt like dancing and all of that, right? So I feel like that is what they have for you, Somia. So hopefully that helps a little bit. And then the final reading for this session is going to be Bhumika. So if I missed anyone, my deepest apologies. I will be back in 2 hours, less than 2 hours, for this evening session. So please join me then in around 5. And so in about an hour, I'll be putting out the announcement for this evening session. You can jump in early and put your questions as well, but I'll be on from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. And then also tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain to 1 p.m. Mountain Time as well. So please join me then. All right, Bhumika, you want to know what is Kajal thinking about you? You came into contact a few weeks back and tell me a bit. Is he generally interested in you? A rational perspective? Is there anything in a potential relationship? All right. So let's take a look here and see what they want you to know about this relationship here or this individual. Is there a relationship possible? All right. Well, we do have the 10 of Pentacles, which is one of my relationship cards. It's the fullness of outside, abundance there. Well, we got the Hermit card too. And the Hermit card is they like to be alone. They like their alone time. So, somewhere in between here we meet, right? um, so they see you as relationship material, with this 10 of Pentacles, and they can see that happening, but they're really in a hermit mode where they're very slow at meeting people in the public. And yeah, and even on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Cups, which is a relationship energy that's there. So definitely feel like there is some sort of attraction that's there, but I also feel like they're very much to themselves and that they're slow on making movement to the outside world. I feel like they're just really focused in on developing their life and figuring out who they are, and they don't like a lot of noise and a lot of people around. They like just really, you know, are to themselves is what I feel. So I feel like there is potential for a relationship. Um, I feel like there is some interest in from a relationship perspective, um, and they do see that way, as like, wow, you could be a fullness and you have so much to offer and all that. I just feel like they're the ones that are kind of shy-ish and kind of held back and reserved with all of that. So we shall see what happens going forward, but it does feel like there is potential there. So, all right, that's what they have for you, Bamika. All right, everybody. And then here in a moment, as soon as I'm done, I'll type out the little note listing the order in which all the readings were completed so you can dive in and find your reading more easily as well. So I'll see you guys when I see you again. Again, thank you for all the thumbs up. It definitely helps spread the love. So thanks for being part of the love tsunami. And remember, every second of every day of your life, you truly are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your day or your night, wherever you may be in the world. Until then, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.